The 2017-18 basketball season has started for the Towson University Tigers. One game on the road, one game at home. We'll look back at both. The Tiger Basketball Report starts now.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
White Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and is locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl, chocolate-covered pretzel. How can you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Welcome, fans, to another edition of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, along with head coach Pat Skerry. And Coach, the Tigers opened up the season at Old Dominion, a team that Towson really hasn't had a lot of success in over the years, a team that left the CAA, went to Conference USA. They're picked high in their conference, you're picked high in your conference, and it was exactly what we expected. It was a dogfight down in Norfolk. They came away just 3 points ahead.
Yeah, good team, good environment. I think it was a hard-fought game. Really liked how we defended and certainly rebounded. Plus 15 on the glass against the top 10 rebounding team in the country was good. I thought we really hurt ourselves offensively with a lot of unforced turnovers. And got some shots blocked. We had 10 of our shots blocked. Now, with that said, we had a last possession, last shot to win the game. We didn't get it done. So it's one of those ones that our guys were disappointed. I think it's a game that'll benefit us later on. While it's still fresh in your mind, you think about some of the things you wish you did a little bit differently. But they're good. I don't want to take anything away from them. They get a good team.
First half, you had 10 turnovers. Then you had 3 quickly in the second half. Then over the last 15 minutes, you only had 3 turnovers the rest of the game. What was the difference in those last 15 as opposed to the first 25?
Hopefully with the lights coming on for real, guys settling in. Our big stat for us is always the turnover percentage. We want to be, we really feel like we've got even lower. We used to say 18% or less. Our goal this year is 16% or less, so we were well over that. We turned over 25% of the time. So that's hard to win a ball, hard to win any team sports when you turn it over. I think the thing that was frustrating was the amount of unforced ones, stepping out of bounds, travel, double dribble, on some dribble handoffs, bumping into a guy. So, hopefully focus, maybe settling down. It was a great crowd down there. They had almost 7,000 people, and it was jumping pretty good in there. So. But I think our guys have higher expectations of that because we have some guys back that turn the ball over that we do not need them turning the ball over moving forward.
Now, the one player who offensively really had a good night was Zane Martin. Zane with 22 points. He came on strong last year in his freshman year, and I know he's someone that you're counting on to get you points this season.
Yeah, we've seen it in the summer and in some of our scrimmage/exhibition games. He and Mike Morcella are our two most gifted guys at putting the ball in the basket. Zane had some explosive plays in transition. Still had 3 turnovers, so I didn't like that he left his feet to pass. I was really happy with him, 7 rebounds. He went in and got some man-sized rebounds. But we need him to continue to mature because he's talented, he's competitive. I mean, he's 6'4", 210. He gets downhill in a hurry. He plays with like he's a running back when he hits the hole. You know what I mean? A lot of basketball guys don't naturally play north and south. He does. He's always, we say, playing downhill, so he's a tough guy to guard. And he likes the moment. So, I'm excited about where he can get to, but like I told him the last couple of days, when you have high expectations for a guy, you're also holding him to a really high standard. So with that comes a lot of responsibility.
All right, then you come home. You take on Frostburg at CQ Arena this past Monday night. And like much of these games normally start, kind of a sluggish start. It was 8-8, and then all of a sudden you guys took off, had a big lead at halftime. You end up winning by 44 points. What were you trying to get out of that game?
Hopefully do we get better. I think I thought our ball movement was better, which was important. For some reason, it stuck a little bit at ODU. So I thought our ball movement was better. I think it's somewhat still a transition process for our guys is that we're going to play a lot of guys. I think the one thing when I evaluated, we played everybody up on our trip to Canada, and Deshaun was injured. And then Tunstall and Thomas missed a couple of the scrimmage exhibition games because of injuries. Now we finally have everybody. So, it's like going harder for shorter stretches, knowing that, you're gonna come out and, but it also means like high energy defensively on the backboards, and for some guys, lower risk on offense because we got to take care of the ball. Can't play 10 guys and everybody have a hiccup saying my bad. That's a lot of my bad. So, we tried to press them. We're going to press, and I think that's effective for us to get the game going, use that depth. I thought they were really fast. That was the one thing that was good for us to evaluate some things we got to tighten up moving forward.
Deshaun Moorman, who did not have a good game against Old Dominion, came back and he had a real nice game against Frostburg. Yes, the competition wasn't what it was against Old Dominion, but still, sometimes a guy just needs that confidence boost to get him going.
Yeah, we certainly hope that's the case. As I said in the postgame, I think there's always a little rust that comes off when you're coming off an injury. I think the biggest thing, hopefully, that we and Deshaun will take from that is just making quick decisions with the ball. He's got a big first step, and when he either just shoots it or drives it, most of the time he's pretty effective. And when he holds it a little bit, then get himself in some trouble.
All right, so the Tigers open up the season 1-1. A lot of games coming up. Tune in later this week. Coach Skerry and I will talk about the Tigers' matchup against Loyola and their appearance in the Gulf Coast Showcase. So for head coach Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Tiger Basketball Report, and as always, go Tigers.